So today we will discuss about second feature of online journalism. In the last class, we discussed about hypertext, and I hope you understood the concept. What is hypertext and how it works in online journalism. Now let us discuss about second feature, that is interactivity, right? And what is interactivity basically? I mean, there is a difference between interaction and interactivity. Interaction can take place between two people. Interaction can take place within a group, right? So but interaction cannot take place in mass media, because the numbers of people is huge, and you cannot, I mean, interact with a large number of people. So when we talk about interactivity, it means that the nature of platform becomes interactive. If you see other platforms before new media, you will find that newspaper or radio or television, the nature of platform was not interactive at all. They tried their best to make it interactive through letter to editor or through phone calls. All these were the mediums earlier, and later on when new media emerges, then they also started using new media platforms also to make their platform interactive. So it means that when new media came into being, when new media started, uh, interactivity was the ingrained quality of new media, and that's why it is one of the feature of new media. You cannot say that interactivity was a feature of newspaper. Interactive was a feature of is a feature of radio, or interactive is a feature of television. No, you cannot say. But here in new media, you can say that yes, interactivity is the one of the feature of online journalism, and this is why this quality decisively sets online journalism apart from other mediums. Any features of a website which allow users to become active participants is referred to as interactivity. Anything, whatever, you go to a website, you click various links, you go to different pages, whatever you do, you share that content, you copy that content, you make a printout, or you comment there, you take part in discussion, whatever you do, or which make you active participant, that is interactivity. Now you can see think about what are the interactive facilities provided in a website. Basically there are three types of interactivity. First is navigational, second is functional, and third is adaptive. So let us discuss about it one by one. We find various tabs indicating different sections of a website. This is to make it easy to search desired news, search options, up down button, or also for the same purpose. These are navigational interactivity with the user. So let us see how can we see that this kind of interactivity is there. Now you are seeing the website.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So suppose this is the website and you are going to different sections. This is you. What are you doing? You are navigating this website, right? You can go to Facebook, you can go to Twitter. I mean, you can like this. You can join Facebook page of this website. You can join Twitter page of this website. These are the things which make you which makes navigation easy. Suppose I go to this Corona page. After getting in there, this is the, I mean, special page dedicated to Corona. So let us go to the main section of the website. Yeah. So suppose we go to India. This is the main section of the website, right? And after that, we go to this story. Right? Again, after that, I may click some other story. And now you don't know where you are, right? You don't know where you are. So in that case, what will you do? In that case, you will just go and click this logo. That is NDTV. And after clicking this logo, you will straight away come to the home page of that website. Right? So this makes navigation easy. You are navigating story by story, different pages, right? So this is the navigational interactivity of a website. Now come to the second quality of interactivity, that is functional. Options like live chats, writing comments, sharing stories or photographs on Facebook and Twitter are functional interactivity. And mailing options are also an example of functional interactivity, right? The thing you do with a story. Now, suppose you are on this story: Delhi crematorium graveyard struggle to keep up as COVID deaths rise. Now, now you can WhatsApp this story, you can tweet this story, you can send it to your Facebook page. Various options we have: Reddit, in LinkedIn. You can email this story. So Snapchat also here. So I mean, you have lots of options you can do this story, right? After that, here, if you come down, okay, here is comment. So you can go to the comment section, and then also you can write anything here, right? So these are various functions which are being provided by the news website. So these kind of functions, functional thing which are being provided to the users, these are called functional interactivity of a website. Now, third kind of interactivity is adaptive interactivity. If website would allow itself to adopt in real time according to surfing behavior of users, is adaptive interactivity. What happens? I mean, this is a thing which is not being widely used in India till date. We have very limited options. In many world websites or in Western countries, what happens that suppose you are interested in sports news only, or in sports also you are interested in football news only. So you can make the website look like as you like. Suppose if I open the website, I want that only football news should come up, right? In home page, if I click that website, in home page I get the football news. So that kind of facility is available there. Sometimes they also allow you to change the theme of the website. Even in Gmail, you must have noticed that you can change the theme of Gmail. The theme color, you can change the theme color of Gmail. What is it? This is adaptive interactivity. It is changing itself as per your choice, right? So this kind of thing is still, I mean, lacking in India, and let us hope that in coming times it will change itself as you desire. So RSS feed is also an example of adaptive interactivity. RSS, full form of RSS is a rich site summary, right? So this is RSS feed. I will have to find out where it is there or not. Okay, this is breaking news alerts, right? So they have changed it. RSS feed were also there earlier, but now they have changed it to breaking news alert. Now you can opt this breaking news alerts, and whenever any breaking things happen, you can get notification, right? So click here to turn on. After you turn on, what is it? This is adapting to your choice. You want it to that any breaking thing should come on my home page as a notification, so you can turn it on. This is also a kind of adaptive interactivity, right? So these are three kind of interactivity which are being provided by, which are the qualities of interactivity. One is navigational interactivity, then second is functional interactivity, and third is adaptive interactivity, right? Now, Heater, one of the scholar, he also provided many dimensions of interactivity, because interactivity is not like that you just get some interactive facility. It has several other dimensions also. These are the six dimensions. First is complexity of choice. Complexity of choice means that you must have various choices, right? Interactivity means that you have must have various choices. Now, if you go to this website, you have a lot of choices. You can go to live TV, you can watch a live news bulletin, you can go to latest elections, Corona, India, all other, and upper side you will find various, I mean, other sections also, NDTV, business, Hindi, movies, cricket. They have provided you various options, right? Not only that, you can set alerts, you can share it to Facebook, you can like their pages, you can email a story. There are variety of options provided in interactivity. So first thing is that you must have complexity of choice, right? Complex structure of choices. Second dimension given by Heater was efforts made by users. So interactivity is not like that you have nothing to do and you will get all the interactive facility automatically. It is not possible. It means you have to make your effort. It means you have to click as per your desire. You have to do what do you want to do, right? Whether you want to share this story, whether you want to copy this story, where you want to print this story, where you want to comment on that story. So whatever you want to, whether you want to add some information to that story, so whatever you want, it demands that you make your own efforts. So second dimension is that efforts made by user, but the users must make effort to enjoy this interactivity. Now, third point is responsiveness to the users and facilitation of interpersonal communication. This is important. What happens in website that news keep coming and going, right? It means that now suppose you here the top story is this. After 2 hours, you will find that this story is not here. This story will move downwards and some new story will take place. Suppose some more important story comes in. So this happens. Suppose you have added certain things to this story and you want the reporter of this story to, I mean, respond to you. You want some clarification or you want to add certain things. So suppose you have added certain things in comment section. and the author of this story, they are not responding. They are not responding. Now take the look. News flash has just came. Over 2 lakhs fresh COVID-19 cases in India in record high. 1,038 deaths in 24 hours. So now cases are rising. 2 lakhs in one day in 24 hours. This is very dangerous. So be in home, be safe, right? So this is the most important thing, right? So suppose we are talking about that responsiveness. It means that website should be responsive. Interactivity is not like that you provide some facilities, people can go to different sections, people can copy that story, people can um, share it to their social media platforms. So this is not only interactivity, also requires two-way communication, and two-way communication will take place only when the website will be responsive. Means whatever users ask, website should be responsive. They must facilitate, and in some cases they might want to talk to the reporter. Interpersonal communication should also be there. If you have to call some personal users, if they demand certain thing, so you must facilitate interpersonal communication also. But it depends, because if they get thousands of I mean requests for interpersonal communication, it is not possible for a website to do so. But yes, if there are few, if some, because no, how many people want interpersonal communication? There will be very few. So you must do such things. This is the third dimension. Fourth is ease of adding information, right? Ease of adding information means that there must be a facility of adding information. If you want to add some information, you must be provided the option to add the information. So if you see the website, okay, if you see the website, how many places and where you have option to add the information. Here you have only one option to add the information, that is through comment section, right? Here you can click and you can add the information. This is what you can do. And second option is that you can join the their pages. You can join their pages, Facebook, Twitter, and there you can share your information, whatever you want to say, and that will be seen. But it depends that whether whatever you are adding, the website owner or the people who are running this website, they must respond to your addition. Otherwise, you will feel neglected, right? So responsiveness is very much required, right? So this is the fourth. Now, fifth is facility of monitoring use of information. So ease of adding information, you understood. Now, last is facility of monitoring use of information, right? So, I mean, whether you are monitoring the use of information or not, it means that the website owner must have data that what people do with their the information they share on their website. You must monitor the usage of information. Why it is important? Suppose okay, suppose I find that people generally like to comment on the given information, or they find that people generally uh, copy the content and print the content, or you find that people generally want to share the information on their Facebook wall. So suppose you have these kind of data, then what can you do? If you monitor the users, then you can make your website more responsiveness, more interactive. How? Because if you share on a Facebook has certain qualities. In Facebook, the user's behavior is different when from the behavior of when they are on website. So if there is difference in behavior, what will happen that in Facebook, people generally browse the content. They just read two-liners. So if you find that people tend to share the content on Facebook, then what will you do? You will trim your content in such a manner that may be shareable on Facebook or other social media platforms. It means when I share this content, not only logo, not only link of that content will be shared, but also the two-line information of that story will be shared on Facebook. If suppose you make these changes, then it will make your website more usable, more interactive, because people who will share the story of your website, they will not have to write anything before sharing their story because it is already written there, right? So these are such, so that's why if you will monitor the users, right, then it will make your website more interactive. So these are dimensions of interactivity, and I have written here, you can see that due to the nature of this medium, it provides more complexity of choices to readers. We have hypertext based structure where we can found large number of related stories, picture, audio, video. As I told you that you can, I mean, there is a complexity of choice. Then efforts made by users, we have discussed it, that greater degree of efforts from the users. As a reader, not only choose the website, but also the material for which they came to the site. So this is also important, that suppose some users are coming to your website, then you must provide the content to them on first page. Suppose I am coming to NDTV for serious news, and I don't find serious news. Then what will happen? I will not tend to come again. Right. So this is also important, because if users are making effort, you should also provide them the content they desire. Responsiveness to the users, we discussed it already, right? So interpersonal communication also related to this. Ease of adding information, right? So they have options of adding information, and several websites have started chunk named citizen journalism also. Here in NDTV, you have not seen this, but many websites, if you go to news18.com, they have a special chunk of citizen journalism where you can share your content, and after checking the content, they will publish your content. Even in BBC, you can share your photographs, and your photographs, if they find it good and quality photo, then they will publish it on their website. So that is also citizen journalism kind of chunk in bbchindi.com, right? So this is the ease of sharing information. Then facility of monitoring ease of information. We discussed it. That Kane, one of the scholars, says that it gives information regarding the main attraction part of site. Right. So I mean, if you monitor the information, you will get an idea that what kind of information people seek more from your website. And when you get this data, then certainly you can start providing that kind of content more, and it will make your website more popular among those people who are coming to your website regularly, right? So these, and that's why we will find that there are people who keep an eye on the Google, that which is the more searchable term on the Google, right? And suppose they find that yes, at present from last 2 hours, COVID-19 is being more searched term in India, So then this information will be shared to the websites, and it is paid kind of service. You can get this service hourly basis, and uh, every hour you can get the most searchable terms or keywords. Or some people, if you want to pay less, then you can get one time service. So this is, and many big websites get this facility from these people, and accordingly they put the content on their website. Suppose I come to know that now presently people are searching more on COVID-19, then what I will do, I will put 3 4 stories on my website on COVID-19. And what will happen then, when people will go on Google and they will search on COVID-19, and because my story is just published, because they Google catch the currently updated story, right? So because I have just updated one story, so they will catch my story. So then from Google, many people will come to my website. So this is how, suppose after, if this is a, I mean, not a normal period. A normal period, suppose so many times you will find that on Hindi website basically, that they have put 3 4 stories on Katrina Kaif. What happens, it is only because that these people inform the website that Katrina Kaif is very searched term in last few hours. And what website do, websites just put 3 4 stories on Katrina Kaif. And because they want to catch those users who are not coming to the website directly, but through Google they can come to their website, right? So this is also something. So if you monitor the I mean content and uses of your information, then it will certainly benefit you. These are the determining factors of interactivity. That is number, degree of naturalness, and speed. Number means that how much people you get, right? Because it affects, because if you have more numbers, if large number of people visit your website, then certainly to make your website more interactive, you will have to get more server space. Because if server space will be less, then certainly what will happen, that if more users come to your website at one time, then your website will be crashed. People will not, because in website the surfing will be slow. People will not be able to switch from one page to another, because there are a lot of people doing the same thing. So number affects the interactivity, because if you have huge number and if you have less server space, then your website will not be very interactive, because it will be um, uh, um, very slow, right? Then degree of naturalness, I mean it must look very natural. I mean the content you provide, the thing you write, it must feel, the feel of the website should be that yes, it is very genuine, is very natural. And third is speed. As I told you, the speed of the website should be very fast. It should open easily. And for this, during designing, you have to make certain changes, because certainly what happens, that if on home page should be very um, a light page. I mean, home page should be very light. And to make this page light, what you need to do, you have to put less video, less photographs on your home page. And even in TV, you must have seen that the live TV was opening in pop-up. Live TV was not opening in the same home page. Why they are doing so? Because they want to keep home page light. And if home page will be light, then certainly home page will open with greater speed. And once user come on your home page, then certainly he will try to interact with your website. So many people, what they do, they put lot of content on the home page, and it makes their website very heavy. And if your website is heavy, then it will not open quickly, right? So 56 kb is said that 56 to, I mean 80 kb should be the weight of your website, home page, weight of your home page. So this is what interactivity suggests. So now tomorrow we will discuss about multimediality, right? So thank you for now, and if you have any question, you can ask.